So, every time I try to do this video, something tries to get in the way. I want to release some energy and give it closure. And I feel this energy is a big part of where I've grown up in South Australia, in Adelaide. I also feel this energy, it's a cultural wound. And long story short, every time full moon comes along, it stirs up my connection to the subconscious, to the unconscious. And things get very strange. Not strange, but strange to me, as in uncomfortable. They get deep, and things that are unconscious become very present, and they must be reconciled, they must be integrated. And this happens to most of us. There'll always be some point in our month where the moon goes and it'll bring something out. But for mine particularly, because it's the Jupiter in the 12th house, Jupiter amplifies things, and the 12th house is about the unconscious. So what came up this round was how we long for one another. How we strive and seek to know that it'll be okay. That, we have a reference, that, we aren't the only beings going through this deep, scary, powerful, emotional experience that is growing up and being human. And we get close contact with this when we're a teenager. And when you're a teenager, one of the most natural things is you just want to fit in. You'll do almost anything to fit in. And so this journey that I went through, I recognized, and looking at it and facing it, the woundings around that time in myself, I recognized actually cultural wounds. And these wounds are around not being able to feel freely without prejudice. If you were to just express who you truly are, and it doesn't fit into the system, or it doesn't fit into the school, you're vilified. And good friends are of course the ones that don't judge you, that are going to support you. And in an ideal world, it is the culture which supports the natural expression of every individual and supports their homecoming into who it is they are authentically. And when we don't have that honoring, and we don't have that divine homecoming, the angst of this gets pushed back in the mind, back into the unconsciousness. It's almost unbearable to even confront sometimes. Because how could such a profound part of ourselves be so unacknowledged, so suppressed? And this is something we have to encounter. This is something we have to navigate. It's something that we need to release. It's something that we need to heal. Because it's uncomfortable. It's a weight that it's bearing us down, and it's inhibiting us. And this is not how life is meant to be. Nor does it have to be that way. So this video is for releasing that. When I was going through this process, you feel how life and death this is. You have to be seen on this level. You have to be seen in general. You have to fit in. And because we're in that delicate time between child and adult, that's the teen years of age. And well, teens, like 15, 18, 19. Anyway, I should let the cards do the speaking here, because we all know that's a very intense thing. I've said all that already, so now let's just let Spirit say what it needs to say. Alright, the Knight of Pentacles, Two of Wands, Temperance. The peaceful life that we long for and that we strive for can only be achieved when we identify what the issues are, what are our authentic passions. When I was speaking of this honoring of this divine homecoming to our authentic selves, who we are. That's what the fire is about. That's what fire is. It's the divine spark within us. That is our authentic being. So to have this domestic bliss, to have this joy, cohesion, satisfaction in our lives. Because this guy's a beekeeper, right? He loves life. He doesn't go on big adventures. He just looks after bees. He heals people. He plays healing music and connects with the divine, and it's incredible. Right? But he's not like a big Greek, like Hercules or Perseus or anything like that. And it's very humble but a very satisfying place. So we have to know what our divine spark is, and everything that is not our divine spark, it has to be integrated. It has to be alchemized. We have to welcome it with forgiveness. We need to love it and embrace it for the opportunity for homecoming that it is. And every trigger is an opportunity. Anything that stirs us up, makes us upset, gives us the chance to come back home by forgiving it, by forgiving and loving that part of us that feels astonished or feels abashed, for potentially even ashamed for feeling what we feel. But this is the nature of life. We're going to feel what we're going to feel because we are who we are, and we've gone through what we've gone through. And so we would only naturally react in the way that those circumstances dictate. So we have to confront it, and we're going to feel the way we're going to feel. And Temperance invites this angelic love, this angelic patience to come back home, to love it and forgive it, so that we can be present with both the love and the uncomfortableness. And as we sit in that process, which, is a bit uncomfortable. It is uncomfortable. and we let it feel, and we let that feeling flow, then it becomes alchemized, it becomes integrated. You let that feeling flow. So you could call that silver the body, and the gold is the triggering. It's the authentic flow from the universe, right? Which is the trigger. The universe has provided something authentic. It's, oh my God, and now it pours into our body, and we reconcile it, we integrate it through this process. And we have to change. We have to let go of that old thing that we were holding on to. We have to let go of it, and we will change. And this is a good thing. This is a good thing because it's a homecoming. As we let go, as we change, as the old paradigms and belief structures break down, our old habits of ignoring this feeling or not feeling, distracting, as we let that go and we move into, okay, I'm going to feel it. I'm going to be present with it. I'm going to love it and forgive it. And it is going to be uncomfortable. That is a different paradigm. The other way of behaving is now breaking down. And we change and we grow. And there's a whole bunch of resistance about that. It's all like, no, I don't want to let go. This is how it's done. Or you might try start the process, and then all the circumstances in your life force you back into an old paradigm of behavior. And there's this warring energy that takes place within us. And this is where we would need discipline. I'll just let the cards speak, though. It's where we need compassion, love and forgiveness for ourselves. We need to hold space for ourselves, to nurture ourselves in this process. Because at the end of the day, we're going to have to confront. We're going to have to confront what needs to be done. Because there is that longing for healing, that longing for integration. And we will be unsatisfied until we achieve that. Just one more, I think. And it is by honoring this and confronting it, we will find satisfaction. We will find we will come back into wholeness with all the aspects of ourselves. And this is where we'll find true satisfaction. So, that's what Spirit wanted to say. And now I invite for a small little effigy to release. Release this, where's my, there it is. Whoop. Gotcha. Alright. So this feeling of put it into the toothpick. This feeling of angst, this rejection, this lack of an opportunity to be seen, this need to fit in. Release all that is blocking us from experiencing what it is we authentically want to experience. Put that into here. Feel that in your heart. All that is blocking what we would authentically want to experience. The heart wants to create, it wants to express. And all that which is blocking it, put it into the toothpick. Let it flow from the heart. Wonderful. Just let it flow, that's it. Let it release. Beautiful, yes, beautiful. Take a deep breath. Sighing out. Wonderful. Here we go. There we are. All right. Now, is that one more? No, I think that's it. I think that's it. So thank you for participating. Thank you for releasing. Thank you for taking this journey with me. For hanging out for these 17 minutes. I honor your soul, I honor your journey, and I wish you much love, peace, contentment, and grace, and joy and laughter. Sending you much love. Namaste. Thank you.